This is V.K. Sinha, a senior faculty member of this institution, that is Pahuja Law Academy. For the last several years, and especially in this institution, for the last 8 years, I've been serving the students or aspirants for judicial services examination. And during this period, what I have gathered two things regarding the strength of this academy. Number one is that this institution, first part of this, the strength of this institution is this institution, primarily works on a basic competitive formula. And this formula is threefold. Number one is that this academy provides the student the basic learning process, the basics of the subject matter. First, this is the first important point on the one hand, basics of the subject matter. The second important point with regard to this academy is that this academy also provides certain measures to avoid distractions of the students. And the third most important point is that, and this is the, I should say, this is the strength of this academy, and that is that the whole learning package is provided in the form of a planning on the board itself. There is a planning every day, there is a planning on the board itself. So this is one, part of the strength of this academy. Second, the second important part of the strength of this academy is that this academy, takes the services of special team of teachers. Mind you, this is a very important thing. Specialized team of teachers. One teacher is not teaching everything. There are teachers who have specialized through the years, and this specialization, serves the purpose of the student. Second, in the second part, the second important point is that this academy has a past phenomenal records of achievement in almost all the states. Followed by that this academy, and this is the only academy, I should say, this is the only academy which provides a small batch, constituting a small batch. You see, constituting a small batch, in the academy, is the condition, I should say, is an important condition for the greater involvement of the student in the class, provided by this academy, greater involvement, and next, the academy trains the students, and the academy trains the students avoiding burden of the subject matter. So burden of the subject matter, and burden, this is a common problem of the students. The students actually avoid burdens of study material, burden of class, burden of teaching training, burden of learning process. This is credited to this academy. That it adopts certain measures. To avoid burden of the subject matter, burden of the training class, burden of the learning process and less burden, you see. And I mean, adopting this approach, and adopting this approach of, I mean, less and less burden to the students, I mean, helps them, it helps then the lessening of the burden, and a lessening of the burden. So this academy actually, and adopts the principle of burden lessening learning process, burden lessening learning process. And lastly, the academy, is regularly involved in regular test, regular PT, and subjective test, mains type of test, regular every week it is adopting this method. And as a whole, we can say that Pahuja Law Academy therefore is a brand in itself, a brand in itself. This brand in itself, providing a complete package of the learning process, I mean, in the judicial services examination. Thank you.